hate her bed. Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Renee coming at you with another video. Yes, I am pre-filming because I'm responsible like that. So anyway, today is going to be another story time. I don't know if I'm going to post 2 story times back to back or post something between it, you know. But anyway, go check out my last video. It will be in the description and there will be a little card. Basically it's a story time of something I am very, very terrified of. But this video is going to be sweet, stuff like that. So anyway, this is the story of when Butter, my golden retriever, went missing for 3 days. So basically, me and my mom were planning on coming to Rockingham, where my dad lives, that Friday because we were evacuating from the hurricane. Because we live closer here in Somerville to the coast than we do in Rockingham. So with her being how she is with her back and me driving on the interstate, I've never did that before because of my anxiety. We didn't want traffic for just in case if I did have to drive. So we went on Wednesday. I had already packed my stuff. We also packed the guinea pigs, babies, all 3 guinea pigs, and baby stuff. And at night, I'll come in and I will get Speedy and I will lay the glove on him. And I'm already upset, all that, with family issues that's going on in my family right now. So I was already stressed about that. And I'm sitting in Mom's room, just chilling, talking, like loving on Speedy. And my dad calls and we're talking about like the highway, stuff like that. And then he's like, who is that I hear? Is that JoJo? The OG guinea pig. And I'm like, no, it's Speedy. He was like, oh, tell him hey. I'm like, alright. And then he was like, are you sitting down? I said, yeah. At that moment, I knew 2 things. My grandma died, or my dog died. So he's like, don't be mad. Why are you going to say don't be mad if I'm going to get mad, you know? So he's like, my dad has been spending like every night, but then it was every other night at my grandma's because of how sick she is. And when I'm there, Butter's an inside dog. But Dad would like come home in the morning, feed him, stuff like that, and bring him in, you know, and then put him back out when he goes to work. And then when he gets off work, come, change clothes, grab clothes, feed him, bring him inside for a minute, and then put him back outside. And then go to my grandma's. Well, he's like, so Butter's been outside. He told Mom that, and I was mad. Like, that was another reason why we were going on Wednesday, because Butter is a jumper. It took him 8 years to learn that he can jump the fence. I'm like, okay, I know that. He's like, well, there wasn't supposed to be a storm, but I come home around 6:30 and Butter's nowhere to be found. I have the back screen porch open and the front porch light is on. I had the screen door open right now. Da-da-da-da-da. And this is the 3rd time he's gotten out on my dad's watch. The first time he got out when my parents first split up, he got out on Christmas Eve. So I spent my Christmas Day looking for him. That was like 3 years ago. 2 or 3 years ago. Huh?
Excuse me, ma'am. Would you like some cheese on your taco?
Yeah, but not much. I do want sour cream though.
I know.
Okay. I like sour cream. And, well, and the second time, he just jumped the fence. But he has an updated caller with an address and mine and my dad's number, because if they can't get in touch with Dad, then they can call me, and I know Dad would pick up for me. Or if I'm at Dad's, But 90% of the time, Butter wouldn't. And Butter is very, 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 very scared of water, thunder, lightning. Basically, he's scared of everything. Well, and the only reason why he jumped the fence was because, one, nobody was at the house. If someone was in the house and he was outside, he would have stayed in, And so nobody was there. So he didn't feel safe at all. So he jumped the fence. And Dad said that he looked all over the Robberdale area, supposedly, and I wasn't there, so I couldn't, and was looking for him. He asked the two people he mainly goes to, in the house that he went, where I found him at, da-da-da-da-da, and they haven't seen him. So, the cry that you make when a family member dies? That was my cry. I was screaming everything. Mom started crying, thinking my grandma died, stuff like that. And I tell her, and I'm like, alright, I'll be there tomorrow. I'll look for him. So, I'm calling Ashton, and I'm like, she's with Jason, her boyfriend. And I'm like, yo, I know you're gonna hate me, but don't be mad, but I need you to call your grandparents that live down the road from me. She was like, no, why? I said, Butter jumped the fence, and he's missing. And it is thunder, lightning, pouring down rain, windy, everything. And she's like, alright, do you want me and Jason to go look, stuff like that, da-da-da-da-da. I said, that would be perfect, And she's like, alright. Well, she also said that she'll have her dad go out and look. So, and I was like texting Mandy, my next door neighbor, and Crystal, the girl who lives across the street from me. Her dog even got out. But she found him. So, and Moose and Butter are really good friends, so I was hoping they would be together. So, instead of leaving at 9 o'clock, I woke up at 7 o'clock that morning. We left at 7:30. And when I say I was doing those back roads like that, I meant it. And when we got onto Sneed Avenue, we basically, it's a straight, but my road is more hilly. I legit had my hazards on, the windows rolled down, me and Mom were screaming for Butter, stuff like that. Everyone was like stopping, and I was like, hey, are you okay? And we're like, yeah. They're like, what's wrong? I'm like, and I tell them that my dog is missing, da-da-da-da-da. And they're like, oh, what does he look like? I show them a picture. I tell them that the address and my dad's number is on it, stuff like that. And I stop and I go ask the lady if she's seen him. No. And then when we get home, I texted Dad. I said, I hope you don't mind. Actually, I wasn't even gonna ask you, but can I take the truck? He was like, yeah. I'm 16. I have my permit. I'm not allowed to drive I'm not allowed to drive out myself. But it's not like I was going like on the freeway and stuff like that. I was just staying in the neighborhood. Well, as soon as I got there, because the truck key and the house key are on the same keychain, I unlocked the door. I grabbed his leash. I got in the truck, and I went. I went down one way. Then I went down the other way. Nobody had seen my dog. There's even a sheriff. Nobody has seen my dog. And I legit, I had this necklace Mom got me. Yeah, she got it off of eBay, but it has a dog with the heart on it. It basically shows I love animals. It's like I always say, this is Butter. This dog right here is Butter. Because when I'm here, it makes me feel like a part of him is with me, And so, I come in, I have Mom call the animal shelter, and they're like, no, but, you can come and bring a picture and we can check. We're like, okay, so since we have the guinea pigs, they were in, you know, the boxes that you bring them home in when you get a new guinea pig from PetSmart or Petco. Yeah, they were in those boxes. And so we like hurried putting the cages together, stuff like that. And the dog got like caught in the little, on the top of the guinea pig cage, and my chain popped. So that was like my last hope. That was like my last hope of finding him. So I rush. I'm not stable to drive because I was upset about my necklace, and I'm like, I just had that feeling my dog is dead. And my mom goes, I show them a picture. They look, he's not there. When I say I fail, I legit on the floor, screaming and crying. So we put out a wanted sign or missing sign, and they put it up on the wall. I have made a post about it. Mom has made a post about it. I'm so mad at my dad, and he basically said, I'm not coming home. You know, my mom. I have to take care of my mom. So that made me mad even more because, one, you lost my dog. You need to come help me find him. But, like, I understood. But how I was then, I was so mad. I wanted nothing to do with him. So we get home. I grab my jacket because it's starting to get cold and rain. Now, it was 90 to 100 here in Somerville. It was like 60, 70 there. So me and Mom basically had to go get all new clothes. But I was like wearing like a workout thing. And I put on my jean jacket, and I go and I walk around searching the woods, everything else. Then it starts pouring down cold ass rain. Huh?
Supper's ready.
Okay. So I knew I'm getting sick, you know. It stopped raining, and me and Mom go in these woods. Well, I go first, and then she decides, oh, I'm gonna go too. But I knew the woods a little bit better than she did. And we could have sworn we heard him howl, you know. So all the people, all the big males, you know, that I knew and trusted around there were at church. So the sheriff was home that looks down the road, and I asked him if he could come help me because he's all I have right now. And he's like, I'm sorry, I have family coming over, but you can call the sheriff's department. They'll be able to help you. Oh, by the way, there's coyotes. What? I said, what? What did you say? There's coyotes? My dog could be dead, could be eaten by a coyote? What? So we get home. We call the sheriff's department. They're like, no, ma'am, we can't do that. So by that time it's like 9, and I'm just to the point where I'm not going back out for the night, stuff like that. So me and Mom called Domino's. I put out a thing with Domino's, and I legit did not eat dinner, breakfast, lunch, anything for the next 2 days. And when I say I slept, you know the t-shirt that me and him have matching? I slept in that and slept in his anxiety dog crate inside. It might not look the comfiest, but it slept pretty good. The next day, my friend Hunter goes with me, and we go deeper in the woods. And someone on Dad's post commented, saw a sighting of a golden retriever what looked kind of like yours in Ellerby. So Mom calls the wrong animal shelter. She calls Anson, leaves them a message. I give her the right number, and they're like, oh, no ma'am, it's not that we won't go look for him, we don't want to. So no, we are not going. And then the Anson County one calls me, and they're like, I'm sorry, but it's just out of our limits. We would, but if it was in our limits, you know? I completely understand. They're like, but you can call your animal shelter. I said, we did. What did they say? They won't go look for him because they don't want to. The guy was like, you should actually sue them. I said, I want to, but thank you. Thank you for your help. They're like, no problem. So then my dad comes home. We go all the way to Ellerby, asking everybody, and all these other things. And then I go and when we get home, we start making posters and flyers and stuff like that. We eat dinner, and then I get ready for bed. So I'm like sound asleep. Mom wakes up around 1:30 and went out to smoke. And keep in mind, his water and food bowl was on the front porch. Do you mind? So when she goes out, she hears a ka-thump, and Butter runs in, and she yells Butter, like Bloody Mary Butter, you know. Dad comes running. I wake up and I see him. I hug him. I like kiss him and then go back to sleep. I thought I was dreaming. The next day, I wake up to his patter of his feet. I'm like, so that wasn't a dream? His doofus self, some way, somehow found his way back home, and didn't even go by the front porch. And I was getting all these calls from random numbers, like, hey, like, have you found your dog yet? We're worried. And I'm like, no. They're like, oh, well, we're still looking. We did not ask no one to go out and look. The only person I asked was Hunter. And, like, they're like, but we wanted to. So we don't even know if they lived here or if they were just passing from, like, Florida or whatever. But they stayed and was, like, actually looking. So then I call and let everyone know, stuff like that. And then I want to say Tuesday or whatever, we ordered Domino's again. And the lady was like, oh, is that the golden retriever that was missing? I'm like, what? Did he really put out a word? She was like, yeah, of course. I said, Butter, look, you're more famous than Dad. And they're like, who's your dad? I said, Sam Smith from Pete Sandy. They're like, you're more famous than Dad. But yeah, I just want to thank everybody who actually went out and helped when you didn't have to. You know, I am very glad he came home safe and sound, happy, healthy, everything else. So, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you hated it, give it a thumbs up. But why would you hate it? An animal went missing and found his way back home. And make sure you subscribe and hit the little bell button to get notified every time I post. And make sure you follow all of my social medias down below. And make sure you comment, what is your favorite animal? Yeah, comment what is your favorite animal. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye.